Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
I'm thinking it's all over when I go out. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't with the big bro. I got to maintain, cause it like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Too much undercover, now it's time for the blubber. Blabber, to watch that belly get fatter. Fat boy on a diet, don't try it. Attack yo like a looter in a riot. Back like a sumo, leaving your face in the grass. You know, I don't take a dulo lightly. Punk just jealous cause they can't outright me. Or kick that style, wicked, wow. Happy face, never seen me smile. Rip that mainframe, I'll explain. Like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane, got no brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the brain. Like Louis Armstrong, play the trumpet off that and break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down. And underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm out in the night too scared. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane, got no brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the brain. Because I'm local. Insane in the brain. Because I'm local. Insane in the brain.
Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation.
Richtung Salzburg.
Zombie Nation.
Check. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. Got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. Yeah,
He's got tattoos, he's bad news. Yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6'2". I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from Everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. 'Cause ain't a thing changed. Same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 20.
I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you. I swear that we've been here before. Guess you didn't notice me, but you do now. Oh, you do now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. It's never been so clear. I get it if you wanna wait, 'cause I stay in my place. I ain't got nowhere to go. I got plenty time to waste. Think I'm falling in love, but that's not enough. If you don't feel the same, I guess I'll leave. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Glendale. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, from the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Deputy! Panther 60! Panther 60!
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's gone. First down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
Ready up! Here we go, here we go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Steady!
They'll go again with Benson. And He'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
60 by 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready? Let go.
A give, here's Benson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll drop the throw. The open man is Wilson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open,
Come on.
that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ready, set.
2nd and 5. Let's go now. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his third touchdown catch this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
Ready, hut.
Throwing to begin is Love. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Devondre Campbell brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set, ready, ready.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. He's out. It's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
Now Love. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Tucker Craft was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Start out with a run, and it's Vincent. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught! And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Ready. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ready, set. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Walter Nolan, in there to drop it that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Come on, set. Back to throw is Love. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurried, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long.
Here we go. Here's cut.
Throwing is Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go. Ready.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready, go!
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And he's got some space. Up past 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hill looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Get it! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go! 19, 18!
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Third and 10.
Ready! Steady!
He'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt. He's in to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's the tight end, Kraft, in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
43 rail. Ready.
It's the tight end, Kraft, in motion.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Packers.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Let's go.
It's the tight end, Kraft, in motion. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Down. Set.
On the ground, it's Allen. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Devondre Campbell brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, right.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, set.
Love to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 54 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
safe kick taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
Straight ahead, they go offensive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Get it! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is third and long.
Cougar 19.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
Here we go, set. 19 Tigers.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
At their own 6-yard line.
Ready. Cut.
Love to throw it on first down. Thrust, it's incomplete. He did get the pass up, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On the ready.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Here's Love to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And it's a very nice return. He's giving the offense a short
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
2nd and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Pass to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Ready?
And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set, hut.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Hut, hut.
On 1st down, it's Love. To the left side, he finds Cotton. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Glendale after this.
Ready, set.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw is Love. Now, he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Down. Set.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And you'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
Got it. Ready.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That thrown short, caught by Ryman. And they'll get about half if they need it. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity lying.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A run with Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic.
Here we go.
Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's gotta have it best play call.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here comes Allen. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On the double.
On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Set, cut. Black, 95. Ready?
On play action, Love. Go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Let's go now.
Allen trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 52, boom.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Spot.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. In the end zone.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal?
Down. Ready?
Now Love. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Is good. That ties the game at 17.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Amari DiMercado to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A throw left side, taking it by Wilson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Give them 14 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Here's a screen set up to Benson. He's to the 15, and he will get into the end zone. Trey Benson, touchdown Cardinals. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Ryland's kick here is good. and the Cardinals will go up by 7.
24. Packers 17.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Come on, set, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
60 reps. Set.
We'll go play action with Love. Run over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Striker, 3, set, ready. Black, 95. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Packers.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
They'll run, and here's Benson. Finding space inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
On the kick. This is Connor. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. but it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Plus, to his right. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Come on, go!
Running here is Connor. And he's in! James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
17.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Love to throw it on first down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there, defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The man in motion is Watson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Injured player on the field. He's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Let's go.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He'll let one go down the middle. That is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
Ready?
Here's Love. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's hot downfield by Harrison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
That one caught by Wilson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. He's going to run it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Pat to 60. Pat.
Now give up the middle extension. And this tackle there, he pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll drop to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. Crazy. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Loves to throw on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Dayton Reed was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Ready up. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
A give. Here's Benson. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering a miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
On 1st down, it's Love. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Love. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Well, it's late, you're losing, things really haven't gone your way all day today, and There's really not much left to do other than to try to take some big shots downfield. That time the coverage is really good and just falls incomplete.
On the ready.
Third and a long way to go.
Ready.
To throw is Love. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
Ready. Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Benson. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's into the end zone yet again. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point now by Riley. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
To kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
On the set.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
3 yards to go. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7.
Let's cut.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down and 3.
Ready.
Love to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completions, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Set. Cut.
On the give, this is Howard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down on the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Down. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That has play good for 22. First down.
Hurry! Good, 52. 10 cycles. Ready?
Here's Love to throw. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready? 12, 10. Here we go. Blue, 32 set.
On second down, Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Set, hut. Ready.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Long, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Stephanie! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11.
60 Vikings! 60 Vikings! Ready?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.